Hi class, and happy week 7. This week we discussed voice and our voice in our writing and how it's coming across to others. And I would say that I have a pretty strong voice in the majority of my writings. I try to use a lot of parables and similes and metaphors and the such as I am explaining things and explaining my position. And so the paper that I want to focus on is a paper that I wrote for this class recently about the hidden crisis of parental burnout in early childhood systems. Although I have kind of expanded it a little bit more as of recently, my thoughts on it have changed as I've discussed it with early childhood educators. And I think that it's actually the hidden crisis of adult burnout in early childhood systems. And I think that that is a better encompassing factor, because it's not just the parents that feel this burnout, it's also the teachers. But yes, our discussion question specifically asks us what our purpose and who was our audience. So my purpose was to discuss the reality of burnout in early childhood systems and how that burnout affects society. I discussed why it mattered. I gave reasons supporting the claim, reasons not to support the claim as well, counter-arguments, and why they fall short. And my audience is anyone in early childhood, or any parent, or anything, anyone that can help. That was my audience, was, yeah, early childhood education systems and whatnot. I would describe my voice in this paper as strong, and as I don't know, pretty intense. I would say that I am able to draw from both lived experience and textbook or resources, sources, outside sources, pretty well, and also explain what I'm talking about and explain why it matters and the steps that could be taken to address adult burnout in early childhood systems, because I do believe that it needs to be addressed. And I do believe my voice was effective in achieving what I hope to accomplish. I always believe that my voice is effective in achieving what I hope to accomplish. Even without using strong language or anything, I have already started discussing with my early childhood educator, my home visitor specifically, about how we need to incorporate adult burnout in early childhood systems into curriculum, or into as something for people to become educated on and how to help themselves. I think that it would be a really great thing for our society to have access to, because there's a stigma around it, I believe, and yeah. But like I said, the only revision that I would make to it would be to kind of broaden the scope. Instead of it just be parents in early adult, I would want to broaden it, I think, and include teachers as well, and other adults within the early childhood education system. But yeah, thank you.